Hi guys, welcome to this week's Sunday Science blog, part of the 7-day Sports Scientist series from Your Sports Scientist. If you're not already connected with us on the social media sites there, connect with us today. Make sure you do that. Share these blogs, share everything, share your thoughts. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. You can subscribe on the YouTube channel and get these blogs sent to you every day as they're released. You can get the screenshot image, which is the final page, on Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat. That'll also be posted on Facebook along with this video. Same as this screenshot will be on Twitter and LinkedIn as well. We've also got other things going on. We've got the WhatsApp group coming up, so send us your mobile phone numbers by email to the email address at the bottom there, and we'll add you to the WhatsApp group as soon as that is launched. So you'll get the 7-day Sports Scientist series sent straight to you every day without having to worry about them. We've also got the online Sports Scientist, which is launched at the moment. You can book a free consultation now. You can do that by email or by contacting us on any of the social media sites. You got a free consultation where we can assess your aims, and then we can decide what your program needs to be for 2017 and beyond. So going through Sunday Science today, we're taking a look at a paper which looks at the determinant factors of repeated sprintability. So there's been some literature in the past which has looked at this. This particular paper from last year, conducted in Brazil, has looked at how the factors which have once been expected to influence repeated sprintability now actually influence that in Brazilian football players. So 21 highly trained football or soccer players were included in the study, of the same sort of age as quite a young squad, similar to a lot of Premier League squads in England in terms of age, height, body mass and body fat percentage. So quite a typical representation of elite soccer players from the Brazilian First Division, Premier Division. So the study investigated the relationship between a repeated sprint ability test, which was 6 20-meter shuttle runs, 6 20-meter sprints with a 20-second rest in between each one. They also evaluated lower body strength, maximal speed, jumping ability, endurance capacity, and anthropometric measures such as body fat, height, muscle mass, etc. Endurance capacity was the yo-yo and the bleep test, and jumping ability was from a counter movement jump. The findings of the study were that body mass and fat percentage negatively influenced repeated sprint performance, especially when more sprints were performed. So the heavier a player is and the greater percentage of body fat, the lower his repeated sprint ability is, which highlights the need to be quite slim and quite lean to be a professional footballer, as repeated sprint ability is a fundamental component of the game. Another finding was that lower body strength was not related to sprint performance. Now that may be due to the method which was used to assess lower body strength, and I would encourage you to have a look at the paper to critique that. If you're interested, send us your thoughts, post those on social media, we can have a discussion about that, or contact me by email if you'd like, at yoursportscientist@hotmail.com. Maximal speed was influential in repeated sprint performance. So the faster you are, the better you are at repeating those sprints. But you also need to have a greater endurance capacity. Interestingly, the yo-yo test showed a greater correlation than the bleep test. So the intermittent nature of the yo-yo test was more suited to the repeated sprint ability test that was performed. So as I said, it was 6 20-meter sprints with 20 seconds rest between each sprint. So that has to be taken into account. That's not the typical pattern seen in the game for every single player. It might be that if you're looking at applying these findings into your team, you need to devise a test which replicates the game demands of each of the players or each of the positions. It's got to be specific. But generally, it would seem that leaner and lighter, to a certain extent, players with a faster maximal speed and a greater intermittent endurance capacity are better at performing football-specific tests and tasks. I'd like to know your thoughts, what you take from that as well. Contact me on any of the social media sites, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. Leave comments on the YouTube channel. Leave us some comments on Tumblr, on Instagram. Share the picture, give us your comments, and same on Snapchat. Get in touch. Contact me by email if you want. And we can have a discussion if you agree with the findings, if you found anything else. If you want to get your research presented and you've done something similar to this, you can send that to us and we will distribute that for you on social media, free of charge, no cost. Send us your research. Doesn't have to be peer reviewed. We will get it peer reviewed for you. It's all free. We can get your research out there to the world if you want to share your findings with the sports science community. Thanks for listening. That was Sunday Science. We've got a Monday meal for you tomorrow to start the week off. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see you tomorrow for that.